Hi, Jules here for Talk to Me Tuesday on Tuesday, September 17th. You'll see the Halloween quilt is not on my design wall, and that's because I put it in timeout for a little while. I did actually start snowballing the corners, but this past Saturday, the first clue in the Project Linus mystery quilt was released, and it just happened to be these bear paws. I'm participating in that again. Let's see how far I get. Last year I got 2 blocks made, and that was it. So this time I decided I'm not buying any fabric, not even background fabric, and I have a bunch of batiks, and batiks tend to play nicely with each other if you get the contrast right. So I decided each block may have to have different background fabric, and that's okay. I know it's bear related, obviously. The name of the quilt along this year is Logie Bear Leads the Way. And so a lot of folks have been going with like homespuns and plaids and things like that. Although I've seen some fun different modern fabric spins on the bear paws. But I thought, I have so many batiks, I've been saving them. I'm not saving them for anything particular, and I had quite a few left from the X-Files quilt along, but only in a couple of colors, and then I have a bunch that I've just collected over the years because I love batik, and I thought, I'm going to use batiks. So that's what I did. They're doing 2 sizes this year. They're listing the instructions for 2 different sizes, a small and a large quilt. The teen size would be the large, so I decided it was either make 3 paws or 6. I made 6. They may not all make it into this quilt. This quilt may end up not being made, and it may just get put in my orphan blocks. But my thinking was they're batiks, they're fun, they're bright, and bear paws go with a lot of different things. So I decided to go ahead and jump in and do it. I modified the instructions just enough to where I could use my AccuQuilt to cut all of the pieces. Made it so much easier. It took a little time to figure it out, but because I don't have a lot of smaller pieces, but like these were supposed to be 2 1/4. I changed them to, I just did 2 1/2 inch strips, and then I modified my measurements from when I was trimming it up so I would still end up with the correct size block. They pieced these in that manner that you see where you put 2 squares, oversized squares together, and you draw a line diagonally, and then you stitch on either side, on both sides of the line, and then you end up with 2 half-square triangle units. I actually had these half-square triangles in the AccuQuilt. It came with the 8-inch block mix and match box that came with the AccuQuilt Go. And it said that they made a 2 1/2 inch finished half-square triangle unit, and that's what I needed. So it was my first time trying to piece them that way instead of using a shortcut method. And the way those dies are made for the triangles, it worked perfect. So I didn't have any trouble. Nothing really like stretched out of shape or anything. I didn't really have any problems. Everything went together really easily. These are 4 1/2 inch squares. That die came with the same set, so yeah, it actually worked out really well. I hope I get that lucky with the next one. They do this for 7 weeks, so sometimes there's more than one pattern in a given week because the mystery is only for 7 weeks, and then they give you like 2-3 months to finish your quilt if you want to participate in the challenge, which I would have to finish the quilt in order to participate in the challenge, so that probably won't happen. And then in other news, I have a friend and coworker, Laurel, who just got back from vacation. She went to Hawaii with her husband, and she visited a quilt shop while she was there, and she brought me back this beautiful Hawaiian applique zipper pouch. All hand quilted. It's beautiful. You can see all the the hand stitching. Hopefully you can see this if I hold it up right there and don't move too much. Here, I'll turn it inside out. That would make it easier, huh? Okay, there. Now maybe you can see it a little better, the hand stitching. It's really beautiful. It's a nice size. It'll be good for traveling with something. And the name of the shop is Moana Quilts. So I thought that was a pretty cool souvenir. Yeah, so that's it for me. I look forward to watching your videos, and I'll see you next week. Bye!